Disaster risk reduction and climate change adaptation. Ever since the beginning of Earth, our home, before us, humans existed, the planet is experiencing a pattern of weather.
As we all know, weather is the specific condition of the atmosphere at a particular place and time.
On the other hand, climate is the average weather of a particular area that prevails over a particular period.
Since we experience and observe the weather every day, not only humans but also animals are getting used to the weather.
But the climate we all are familiar with will not remain the same. When that happens, how will it impact the life on our planet? In this presentation, we will define what is climate change and learn the factors that affect the climate change, as well as how we can lessen the harmful effects of climate change.
What is climate change?
Climate change is a long-term change in the average weather patterns that have come to define Earth's local, regional, and global climates. Climate change is the single biggest health threat facing humanity. Climate impacts are already harming health through air pollution, disease, extreme weather events, forced displacement, pressures on mental health, and increased hunger and poor nutrition in places where people cannot grow or find sufficient food. Contributors to climate change are the following: burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and farming livestock.
This factor can increase the amount of greenhouse in the atmosphere.
This will lead us to our next topic, the greenhouse effect and global warming. The greenhouse effect is the process through which heat is trapped near Earth's surface by substances known as greenhouse gases. Some examples of greenhouse gases are the following: carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide. These gases trap the heat on the Earth's surface. By trapping the heat that comes from the sun into the Earth's surface, it causes the temperature of the planet to rise, and this will lead to what's known as global warming.
What is global warming? Global warming is a gradual increase in the Earth's temperature, generally due to the greenhouse effect caused by increased levels of carbon dioxide and other pollutants.
Now we know the harmful effects of climate change. How can we lessen and minimize it? Here are some ways to help reduce the harmful effects of climate change. Plant trees. By planting trees, it will help increase the oxygen in the air and reduce the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Be eco-friendly. Using eco-friendly items as an alternative for everyday things will help, not only to lessen greenhouse gases, but the plastic pollution on Earth as well. Educate others. This is the main objective of our presentation. In doing so, we can spread information and awareness so that other people will realize that the normal things that they are doing every day may cause more problems for our planet. Educating others about climate change will have the most impact since they will know the negatives and will try to avoid doing it. All these things listed here are just ways to lessen, not stop climate change. Why? Climate change is a natural phenomenon that has been happening since the beginning of Earth. It cannot be stopped, however, we can adapt and live with it comfortably and safely just by adjusting our daily life so that it will suit the climate in the place we are living.
The Earth's climate is changing and the global climate is projected to continue to change over this century and beyond. The magnitude of climate change beyond the next few decades will depend primarily on the amount of greenhouse gases emitted globally and on the remaining uncertainty in the sensitivity of the Earth's climates to those emissions. Significant reductions in the emission of greenhouse gases, global annual average temperature rise could be limited to 2 degrees Celsius or less. However, without major reduction in these emissions, the increase in annual average global temperatures relative to pre-industrial times could reach 5 degrees Celsius or more by the end of this century.
We humans are beings that learn how to adapt to changes. Climate change is a major problem, but just by working together, we can lessen it and help the world become more suitable for life.